Hello everyone! Welcome to my very first reading vlog of the year. It is January 10th and I have read nothing so far, so I'm doing great at reaching my Goodreads goal. Fantastic! So I have started a few books. I am almost 30% of the way through How to Avoid a Climate Disaster by Bill Gates, and I'm honestly not loving it. I will talk about that more, I think, as I progress through it a bit. I am also reading Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon Maguire. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm also not really enjoying that one very much either. So, let me pull up, I couldn't remember the author of the next one, so I had to pull up my Goodreads page. And then the book I am enjoying out of the three that I've started, but I'm only on chapter 6 of, is Frost by Marianne. This was one of the books I was hoping to read last year and I didn't get to, but I'm hoping to finish that this week. I will definitely finish Every Heart a Doorway this week. I've been listening to it on my lunch breaks. I get a 30-minute lunch every day at work, so it's taken me a little while to get through, even though it's such a short book, but that's part of the reason why I chose it, because it's super short and I figured 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, I will be able to get through it in 2 weeks, which is what I'm on track to be doing. So yeah, I'm going to kind of update you guys as I read these books, and hopefully I'll be doing something more interesting throughout the week so that it's not just me sitting here talking a bunch. But I guess I should do a little mini summary of each book. So How to Avoid a Climate Disaster is basically what it sounds like. It's Bill Gates' opinions on climate change, the things going on with that, and how to solve the problems associated with the environment that are currently happening. Like I said, I'm really not enjoying it very much. I feel like it is very oversimplified so far, and maybe Bill Gates should be doing more and talking less about the subject. That's just a personal opinion. No hard feelings against Bill Gates, but let's move forward with some progress. I have some very strong opinions about the environment, given that's what I went to school for 6 years, so I have a lot of thoughts about that one. And then Every Heart a Doorway is definitely not what I was expecting. It's much, much darker. We follow basically these children who are going to this boarding school, and it is essentially, sorry, my arm's starting to get tired from holding my phone up to record. But we're essentially following these children who have gone to these fantasy worlds and have come back, and they are in this boarding school where they are trying to sort of learn how to exist in the real world again. That's kind of the goal. So it's much darker than I thought it was going to be. It sounds like it would be very fantastical and cute and fun. Oh, they're salting outside, sorry. But that is not the vibe I have gotten thus far, so I'm not sure if I will continue on with this series at all, but I am going to finish this book and see how it goes. And then Frost, I think I've talked about before, and in Frost we're following these teenagers at a boarding school, and the Frost house that they are staying in, the dorm, is supposedly haunted or bad things happen there. I'm only on chapter 6, so not too much has really gone down yet, but I am thoroughly enjoying it. I love a good book about a boarding school situation. So yeah, that's what we're working with this week so far. So let's get into it. I am currently binging a bunch of the stuff on the Books Unbound Patreon because I just joined for the year, and I am super excited to catch up on all the little bonus podcasts that they have put up on there that are like really short. So I'm just like flying through those at the moment, which is like bad for my reading, but I'm having a lot of fun. If you don't already, definitely go check out the Books Unbound podcast by Ariel and Raylene. I will put a link in the description for that. So let's carry on with my day. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I have 15 minutes left of the audiobook of Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. So I think that's going to be my first book of 2022, which is both exciting and a little bit like, oh, I wish I had a better book to start off the year with, but that's okay. I'm going to finish that this morning. I've kind of got a lot to do, but it's all things that I could do whilst listening to an audiobook, probably, so I am going to pick something else to read after that, because the other two books are physical and an ebook that I'm reading, so I'm not sure if I will read those during the day, or if I will just find another audiobook to pick up while I am working on, like, my February bullet journal setup and some things for Etsy. I just finished listening to Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon McGuire. Oh my gosh, what is the cat doing? I do think I enjoyed it enough to listen to the second book. I am interested to see what they like do with some more mainstream fairy tales. These ones I didn't really like recognize the like fairy tale origins that the characters were from. Maybe I just like missed it. But the like one thing I didn't like is I found it difficult to connect with the characters given how short it was. So there was some stuff going down, and spoiler, there was a murder, but I feel like I didn't even get to know that character at all before that took place. So that's the one thing with short books just in general, is I feel like there's never enough time to get to know the characters very well. But because this is a series, I think characters come back and you do get to see them like from other people's perspective. So I think I will continue on to the second book in this series, and if I really hate that one, then I won't continue further. But I give this one 3 out of 5 stars. It was a solid book.
Macmillan Audio presents Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire. Read for you by the author.
I didn't realize it's the author reading the book. That's really cool. Let's get cracking. Hello everyone, it is noon now and I just finished setting up my bullet journal. It took like 2 hours, which is a bit longer than it normally takes me to do a monthly setup, but I did a lot more like detailed stuff this time, so that's why it took longer. I should have expected that probably. And I am on chapter 5 in Down Among the Sticks and Bones, and this story is like a retelling of Jack and Jill. Ugh, I had like a hair or something. This one is like a retelling of Jack and Jill, that like nursery rhyme, I guess, or story. I don't know what you would really consider it, but I am really enjoying this one a lot more than the first one. I think because I'm kind of recognizing the characters and story a bit more, which is nice. So yeah, I am definitely enjoying this one more than the first book in this sort of series. Okay, so I'm going to be wrapping up this vlog here. I have finished reading Down Among the Sticks and Bones by Shannon McGuire, and I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. I liked it way more than the first book in this sort of fairy tale reimagining series, whatever you'd like to call it, the Wayward Children series. We followed Jack and Jill, and I really liked the way they were reimagined as twin girls and how there were a lot of expectations put on them from before they were even born. So it was very interesting to see how that affected their lives and the actions that they took, and how that affected their time in the sort of fairy tale world that they got sort of sucked into or like stumbled upon. And I definitely recommend reading that one. I think this is a series that you would not have to necessarily read in order, so I would say out of these two, if you're going to read one, I definitely recommend the Down Among the Sticks and Bones book. It was very good. And I am going to start the third one very soon. It is called Beneath the Sugar Sky, I believe, so that will be my next read probably. I'm also hoping to get through Bill Gates's book this week, and maybe even Frost by Marianne. So stay tuned for the next vlog to hear my thoughts about those books, hopefully. And I think that wraps it up for this one. My first 2 reads of the year. It was a decently solid start. The first one was a little disappointing, but the second one really pulled through. So I am very glad for that. I think 2022 is going to be a good reading year for me. So I will see you in my next vlog. Bye!